In today's video, we are going to be going through the top 5 SMGs to use in Warzone right now. Season 5's been here for a while and I've been testing a lot of different options, so here is my updated list. As always, I like to cut out the BS and the fluff and get straight to the point, so if you like that kind of style, subscribe for more, and let's get into it. The first one is the Armura. This has had a nerf in the most recent update, but it doesn't really matter because it still is one of the best SMGs by a long shot. For this SMG, you want to use the recoil booster for the fire rate, and then you're going to want to use the Botty 350mm barrel. This is going to increase the damage and make the weapon have less damage fall off at long range, which is a great benefit. Slate Reflector is the next attachment along with the final stock, which is going to increase the accuracy of this weapon. We're then going to be using the Strife Angled Underbarrel, which is also going to increase the accuracy of the weapon, and then we're going to be using the 60 round magazine and the lengthened ammo type. For the rear grip, we're going to be going for the grooved grip. This is a very good option because it helps the recoil control and also the mobility, so it is a good option. Steady is next, which is going to increase your ADS firing move speed, so it's going to give you more strafe speed, and then quick is the final attachment. This is the full class. The P90 has received a pretty decent buff in Season 5, and I've been using it a lot and I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I would definitely recommend you guys giving this one a go. For this, it's nice and simple because there's only 5 attachments. The first one is the Monolithic Suppressor, which is going to suppress the weapon and increase the damage range. We're then going to be using the Retribution Barrel, increasing the range and the recoil control, along with the TcTeckk Laser for the increase in ADS and aim stability. We're then going to be using the Fly Strap. This is going to increase the sprint fire speed. And then on the rear grip, which is this one, this attachment here, go ahead and use the stippled grip tape. Make sure not to use the other stippled grip tape on the underbarrel attachment. Make sure you do use this one because this increases the ADS and the sprint fire time, but this one only increases the recoil control. That is the full class. Let's get into the next one. The PPSH is next. This is by far one of the best meta SMGs right now because it did get a buff in the most recent update, and the hipfire class is back. For the hipfire build, you're going to want to use the oil can suppressor, which is going to make the weapon really accurate, and then you want to use the BO3P barrel, increasing the hipfire accuracy and the fire rate, along with the ZF4 optic. Now, you're probably thinking, why do I want to use this? It actually increases the recoil control and accuracy, so make sure to stick it on, but make sure not to aim down sight. This is a hip fire build only. We're then going to be using the remove stock for the hip fire accuracy and the mobility, along with the Carver foregrip for the hip fire accuracy and the recoil control. We're then going to be using the first magazine here. 71 bullets is quite a lot, and this is going to increase the recoil control, accuracy, and also the fire rate, along with lengthened. For the rear grip, it's the Pine Tar grip. This is going to increase the recoil control again and the hip fire accuracy, and then to finish it off, you are wanting to use the tight grip, which is going to increase the accuracy, and then quick to make the weapon faster. The Type 100 is honestly so underrated, so I'm including it in this video. The reason for this is because the time to kill is very quick, and it's one of those SMGs that hasn't received any nerfs in quite a long time, so it's kind of untouched and it still is a very good option. You want to use the recoil booster and the rapid barrel for the fire rate, and then for the optic you want to use the slate reflector. For the stock, you're going to want to use the folding stock. This is going to increase the mobility of the weapon, which is quite important because the mobility on this SMG is a little bit slower than the other ones. To further increase the mobility, you're going to want to use the taped grip, or you can use the grooved grip if you want a little bit more recoil control. But for me, I prefer the taped grip for the mobility. Acrobatic and quick for the movement speed, sprint speed, and then the 36 round magazine, which is going to increase the damage of the weapon along with the lengthened ammo type. And finally, for the underbarrel, we're going to be going for the skeletal underbarrel, increasing the ADS and the movement speed. This is the full class. And finally, we have the Cold War MP5, which is one of my personal favorites right now, and it is definitely up there as one of the fastest time to kill SMGs in the game, and also a great mobility and fast weapon. It's just a really fun weapon to use. Definitely give this one a go. So you're going to want to use the agency suppressor, which is going to increase the accuracy of the weapon, and then you're not going to want to use a barrel. Make sure not to use a barrel, and instead stick on the Tiger Team Spotlight, increasing the mobility and movement speed, the Raider stock, increasing the mobility, sprint fire time, and in the 50-round magazine with the Serpent Wrap, increasing the ADS time. This is one of the best SMGs right now, and that is the end of the video. We'll be doing assault rifles next, so make sure to subscribe.